think as far as BPR is concerned, it's been around for a long time. Every year people worry, will it be taken away? And so far it never has been, because it is there to preserve genuine businesses being passed on to the next generation. So hopefully there won't be any changes to that.
Now hopefully when you leave today, BPR may have moved up the rung a fair few nudges, because it can form part of much broader planning for clients, perhaps also earlier stage than you are considering at present. Once power of attorney is in place, you are very restricted in what options power of attorney has to help reduce the IHT liability on somebody's estate. But powers of attorney can make investments on behalf of donor, because technically you are not removing the assets from the donor's estate. They will simply be discounted by 100%, assuming the donor's held them for 2 years and they hold them at point of death.
Long-term care, according to YouGov, 63% of people are worried about long-term care. It comes before inheritance tax.
Every client needs to know they're not going to run out of money, and that is the number one thing you have to focus on. So the single biggest problem they have is deluding themselves how much their lifestyle's costing them or will cost them.
Those people want diversification in a portfolio of a real asset generating a positive return. This sits in a portfolio. It's just an asset class.
We often get the tax question coming to us saying, I've heard about EIS, what can I invest in? And we can't give investment advice, so we need an IFA to be able to tell the client what kind of investment.
Also, what you can do within a BPR portfolio is diversify across a range of investment strategies to provide short-term, medium-term and longer-term liquidity. One of the consequences of putting all of a client's portfolio into a short-term liquidity option is that tends to affect the return. So does a client actually fully understand the impact of the quest for liquidity?
A lot of people also talk about the blurring of the boundary between avoidance, aggressive avoidance and evasion. It's fair to say that we very much are of the opinion that those goalposts are not just being blurred, but they're moved.
We also look for companies with sensible management, and we like companies which are family controlled. Now, if you find a company that's family controlled with a big stake, the chances are they're down there on the AIM market for the very same reason that you're investing for your clients. They want the BPR. If you want a BPR product and you want to stay with an ISA and you want to get the capital gains tax benefits, the income tax benefits of an ISA combined with BPR, this is the practical way to do it.
I wanted to try and put it in context, because BPR will rarely be the solution in itself. It will always, I think, in my experience, form part of planning with other financial products and services.